Or do you want a cold open mid-sentence?
You're live, dummy.
What?
Start it. What are you doing?
Welcome back, I guess.
Dang, this
This
guy's
is just.
Is that the president?
Yep. I'll tell him.
For our audio listeners, Wes is on the phone. With
You
the
blew it.
president.
You blew it big time. You really screwed
No,
the pooch.
dude.
Want to be
Okay.
small time. Good for you.
Dude, I do want to be small time. Don't look at me.
Well, a bummer to be on a podcast, I guess.
You know what? That's true. Look at me.
Speaking
listen
of
to me.
which, welcome back to episode 2
Yeah.
of Mountains Don't Like Baseball. The name that keeps on giving.
Season 2, Backer and Blacker.
Dude, these guys are on a quest to destroy our reputation before we have one.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what reputation, buddy?
Yeah. 15 million are gonna turn on us.
No. As long as we keep it like 100K, we're fine.
That's the dream. Listen, if you're out there and you're one of 100K, hit that subscribe
Smash the
button.
bell.
Smash that.
Smash the bell.
Don't like the video.
Dislike the video.
Dislike the video. Bad publicity is good publicity.
Oh shit! I'm sorry, kid.
Good afternoon, fellas. How we doing today?
Dude, we're good. I had date night last night, and actually, before I get into it, Wes, how are you doing? Before I
I'm doing-
completely derail.
I'm doing pretty good. Had a good weekend.
What'd you get up to?
Hung out with Jordan. Just still recovering. But I will say here, at least, the weather at the start and the end of the day has been spectacular. It's been a real treat.
We too have been having lovely weather around these parts.
We as well over to the here.
I don't know. That just makes me happy, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's like you can finally feel the oppressive grasp summer has had on this planet finally ease her cruel clutches.
Yeah. I really can't wait till September. It is gonna be so cool. So
Yeah,
Like
dude.
they say, wake me up when September
starts.
And then make sure you remember the 21st night of September.
I forgot again to remember the Alamo, guys. I'm sorry.
Dude, come
Oh my
on.
God.
You forget
Don't
the
cancel
Alamo
me.
every day.
Wasn't the Alamo a loss? Didn't we lose
Yes,
the Alamo?
that's why we have to remember.
Yeah,
That's the point.
rather forget the fucking Alamo.
Who needs it, dude? Old dusty
I'm
out
actually
builder.
tired of remembering.
I mean, we got it written down. We don't need to remember.
Glenn, go ahead and take it away with the announcements.
Yeah. Okay. So announcements. Oh yeah, we do have announcements. So we got social media. We got the Reddit, made a subreddit.
Yep.
Mountains Don't Like Baseball.
Do we have an unbanned Reddit account to go with the Reddit?
We do in fact have an unbanned Reddit account to go along with the Reddit.
Despite Glenn's best efforts, we have an unbanned account.
It did take about 5 hours for me to get banned. And I will say, not my own fault. Who knew that threatening to bomb somebody was against Reddit's TOS? Didn't expect that.
Yeah.
But then I what's it called? I messaged them and said, "Please, sir, please. It was a joke. That's a friend of mine." And they said nothing. They said they didn't look at my But after the 3-day allotted ban, they unbanned me, which is cool.
Excellent.
Oh, so you're just in timeout.
Yeah. They put him in a corner.
Yeah, it's
gave him a fudgy pop. I feel like that has
said,
gluten in
"Hey,
it. I bet it does.
taking stray shots. What?
No, not. I just. Yeah, have you ever
You
had a
wouldn't
fudgy
know a
pop?
fudgy pot a day of your life.
You ever had a fudgy blaster?
I've had a fudgy pot. A what?
I don't know, dude. Like what? Like a popsicle?
Oh, dude. Yeah, yes, I've had those. Those are great.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, what else we got?
That's it. No, we got more.
Oh
Continue.
yeah, Mountains Don't Like Baseball on socials, except fuck Twitter.
There's no Twitter. There's only x.com website.
And that is not a real place to be. Anyway, so date night last night. We went to dinner, got some old breakfast, but it wasn't breakfast. We just went to the breakfast place.
But did you actually get the breakfast or just at the breakfast place?
we got steak frites.
That's potatoes. Right? The frites, I mean.
No.
Wait, is frites not fries?
Dog, you're asking the wrong person.
You ate them yesterday.
No, okay. The dish that I had was steak, and then
Huh?
it came with Parmesan truffle fries. And man,
So fries,
what?
right?
Who?
Dude,
No, that
I
was the
could
side to go along with the main dish, the steak frites.
steak, frites.
No,
Steak
no,
is
no.
steak. Frites is fries.
That's like saying 1 is 1 and 2 is 3.
No, no, it's not, dude. I'm gonna freak out.
Dude, I'm gonna sit down in the unreasonable chair for this episode, I think.
You own the unreasonable chair, my man.
Yeah, I actually am. But this time it's not sinking into the floor, which is nice. Because about once every month it starts to. That's a good time.
Can I?
But
I was
no.
writing your best man speech in my head today, and I was insulting you a lot. I got nothing good. I got nothing but insults.
Oh, speaking of, when that happens, when one of you is probably gonna, I'm not gonna verbal contract here, but one of you is obviously gonna be my best man. The other one is gonna be the officiant,
Wait, but doesn't
and
that
you
mean
get
they
to
gotta
fight
get
amongst
ordained?
yourself. Yeah,
I could totally get ordained.
I mean it's from everything I've seen and heard, you could do it in 30 minutes.
Wes, we could do an
If Pope
Indian
Larry,
arm
if
wrestle
Pope
later.
Larry can do it, anyone can do it. Of all the unholy folks,
That's very exciting. Okay, yeah, we'll discuss.
we'll talk amongst yourselves on that one. Anyway, let us know down in the comments, who would you rather be? Whom?
Yeah, we'll
If
put
you
a
will.
poll up.
Yeah, and tell us in Portuguese too, because we know that most of our audience is Brazilian.
Tell me in terms of frites. Anyway, so after we had our not breakfast at the breakfast place, we went to see Superman. And Superman is a good movie. I like the Superman.
Do you
I
do you like Superman as a hero?
so okay. So Cameron, we've talked about this previously. I used to be a Superman hater. Um, and that we agreed on that.
Yeah.
I think I'm coming around. Like he's John Superman, like regular, nothing special about him. He's just overpowered and
Right.
whatever. But like, I don't know. Like there's a scene in the movie where he like saves a squirrel from like a falling creature. It's like that's cool.
Wait,
Like
saves a squirrel from a falling creature?
it's like a big ass monter.
Oh,
You know how they be.
they.
They'd be falling and they'd be like about to crush the squirrels.
Yeah, yeah. It's
It's
like
like the mountains when they'd be like, I don't like baseball, but the creature be almost squishing the squirrel. That's our next podcast name.
the creature almost squishing the squirrel.
Yeah.
I think a long podcast name makes a lot of sense,
Yeah.
especially when
let's
you
make
look at
it
all our
longer.
socials.
It's already hard enough to fit mountains don't like baseball and everything. So let's make it worse.
Brief reminder for everyone back home: we do share an acronym, which is why we kind of don't use MDLB that much. That does mean mommy, dom, little boy.
It's episode 2.
Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
5 minutes after I dropped a backer and blacker.
Yeah, you're on a roll, dude.
Like I said, I'm in my unreasonable chair today. Yeah, Superman was great. It was really refreshing to not have a dog ass horror movie. Jesus, superhero movie. Um, it's like I don't know. It was Superman. Just he's a good guy, you know. And it was well done. It was tasteful. It was good. And seeing Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor, being a little hater, it's great. You can see veins off the side of his head the whole movie. It's great. And also towards the end of the movie, um, Lex Luthor's getting arrested, and this dude goes, "Get this baldy to prison," and shoves him in the Humvee.
Wait, Superman says that, or like the deputy chief guy?
Like whatever military guy
Sure.
arresting him,
Oh,
get baldy to whatever prison, throws him in there.
Was Jesse Eisenberg good Lex?
Dude, I've seen that movie one time,
Same.
and I don't remember anything about it. For context, we're talking about Batman v Superman.
Oh yeah. Actually, I had forgotten what movie it
I think it's that one.
was. I don't
Was
actually
it
know your
Bond in that
opinion
one?
on Superman.
Well, I've never seen Batman v Superman.
Dude,
let's
I
see.
was
And I-
about to drop a lot of words out of my mouth if you stopped at Batman. I've never seen Batman.
I don't know. Superman to me has always been kind of lame. Like, and it's because it's like this dude, he can do literally everything. Like, he's got all of it. It's
Right.
not like, some people can just fly, or some people just have the like lasers coming out of their eyes and shit.
Mhm.
He's got it all. And then so they had to be like, okay, well, this one little rock will defeat him. And I'm like, what a fucking bogus premise.
Yeah. No, I completely agree.
But I will say the cool thing about Superman, there was the little arc where he like hates Earth and humanity for a minute.
Evil Superman, Injustice Superman.
Yeah, the concept of that's really interesting.
Injustice Superman is the reason why we all hate Superman because
Oh, dude, and I wanted to bring this up
Carter
too.
affects
That's
Superman.
also why I have a negative opinion of Superman from fucking Injustice 2 on the fucking PlayStation 3.
I think Superman Gone Bad is like it's a cool premise, but the problem is he should floor everyone without any problem.
Exactly.
So like, yeah, he should just win. But then, yeah, any reason that he
I
loses
also-
contrived. I feel like.
Yeah, I also feel like it's a cool concept, but at this point, it's like no one else is doing anything creative with Superman,
Mhm.
so it's like everyone's like, "Oh, but it's Superman, but dark." It's like I feel like at this point, it's just becoming so common. But okay, so this kind of circles back to part of the reason why I'm coming around to Superman. It's like he does have all that. He is all that. He's the number one baddie, can ruin everybody. But like the fact that like he uses that to go save a squirrel.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I think there's some like
The humanity of Superman is good. Like,
yeah, and
Yeah.
there's a big emphasis on that in this movie. And I highly recommend. It's
Okay.
very good.
This is not the first time that I've been recommended this movie, and it's getting to the point where I think I actually should see it.
I think at the worst, you would find it like enjoyable.
damn.
Like genuinely, like I'm not saying you're
Yeah.
gonna like this is the best movie that's ever dropped since Gladiator 1, but
that's a
but, like,
a high bar, dude.
that's a pretty high bar. But yeah, I think like you'll find it entertaining at the worst.
Let me ask you this: do you think your opinion of Superman is higher because of the time that the movie has come out, when there is not a single other good movie?
I think yes. I think the fact that it's like this little gem in the middle of just like we are so inundated with superhero stuff. Like Marvel's just been pumping out trash for 4 years. So it's like so
It's-
rare to find something that's good.
it's so
Um,
it's so algebraic and formulaic.
Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like there have been things from Marvel since Endgame that I've liked, but like I mean, I'm at the point now where it's like I'm so disillusioned by it. I don't care enough to even catch up to
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
for like
The Marvel
the
burnout
Doomsday
is
movie.
real.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's too many of them. There's too many of them, man. I just can't.
There's way too many of them.
And like the Captain America movie came out recently, and there was a part of me that wanted to go watch it, but it was like, well, I haven't seen whatever 2 or 3 movies that kind of lead up to this,
You haven't
and
seen Glub Shitto.
I haven't seen the Glub Shitto show. I haven't seen Bondo Reeves, so I don't know what is going on. I would watch that movie, and it would be like, here's this stupid chode Captain America,
Yeah.
and I don't know. I don't think it would be good.
It's because he's black. That's why you don't want to watch it.
No,
Anyway,
no.
Thunderbolts
It's a
is
white
good
guy.
for
What are you talking about? It's not Falcon. He doesn't do it. They hire the other guy that it's got the shit in the mouth. Have you seen the movie?
Have you
No.
seen the movie?
No.
Man, this guy's just fabricating.
No, the only thing I know about that movie is that the government appoints a new Captain America, and it's some.
Oh, you're talking about the guy that's not Captain America, right?
I'll kill you.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about. And
Oh.
as you would know if you watched The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, he was briefly Captain America, but he was
Oh.
soon usurped by Falcon
Is that in that
because
movie,
yeah,
that show?
yeah, that's like the
Oh, I thought those were clips from the movie. I didn't look into it or look it up.
I like to make grand sweeping statements off of like clips on YouTube Shorts and then stand behind them.
They call me kindling how easy I get inflamed.
That was
Take an
that was tight,
antihistamine,
dude.
bro. What the fuck?
Wes,
So yeah,
what was the last movie that was made that you... Don't say Bullet Train. That's obvious.
dude, I'm always looking for a reason to watch that.
That I thought, okay, like good or entertaining.
Good. Like, I mean, you could be entertained by the giant floating
Birdemic.
crocodile movie. Yeah,
Yeah,
like Birdemic can
because,
be entertaining.
Like I recently went to see the new Jurassic Park, and I was like, yeah, this is an entertaining movie, but it is the same shit I've seen 482 times.
How many of those are there now?
Too many. They're like Marvel. They got their
What
whole
is that?
little
Like,
the
there's like
JPCU.
5 of the Jurassic Worlds now, right?
There's a bunch
Are
of
there
them.
really? I
Dude,
only
I
ever saw the
swear.
first one.
Chris Pratt on his motorcycle looking
Oh, that was
on his hog. So cool. Kanye West is back on his hog.
I genuinely
Wait.
cannot think of the last movie that I went to see, like that came out recently, that I was like, this is a good movie.
I genuinely
last
think
time
it was Bullet Train.
The last time I was like, wow, like really, I was like, damn, what a great movie. I think it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, that was a great... Which, I think we only... Is there only one more Tarantino movie, according to his 10 movies thing? Or is there two more?
I think it's one. I mean, I hope that
Tarantino's
that
Star Trek win.
Wasn't
Wasn't that like a rumor for like a year?
it would just be alien feet.
Hey,
I mean, hey,
sign
wait
me
a
up.
minute. And I've always said...
That guy's cooking.
Oh, I did
Give me
recently
some green
watch.
toes.
I recently watched a movie that Quentin Tarantino acted in.
What?
And wrote the screenplay for, but didn't direct it. It's called From Dusk Till Dawn.
Was it
It's
good?
a song by Baby Metal. I like that song.
It's crazy. It's you know how like Tarantino always does over the top elements.
Sure.
This is an over the top everything. Like everything in this movie is crazy.
When did it come out?
But oh, I'd have to look it up.
Was it like recent or was it like a long time?
It was like before he started directing.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Interesting. Okay. Do you have any examples of everything being over the top?
The whole plot of the movie is like these two guys are on the run from the law, and they end up kidnapping this family of a dad and two kids, and they commandeer their RV to go across the border to Mexico. This is like before 9/11 and all that shit was like really fucked up. So they commandeer the RV to go to Mexico to deliver their money that they just stole from a bank, and they end up, the meeting place is this bar, which is a titty bar, and they get into a bar fight. One of them, and it's like egregious. When I say over the top, there's a girl on like the wall in a little thing close to the ceiling, topless, dancing. Not a single girl in the frame has a top on. And then anyway, they go to this, and then they get into a bar fight. Somebody stabs this guy's hand,
Okay.
and then they all turn into vampires because of the blood.
Huh?
Sexy vampires.
Okay.
And then
you were describing
and
this,
then-
and I was like, I mean, how over the top really is that? And
Yeah,
then they
like,
all turn into the
okay.
vampires, hit me like a truck.
Dude, it is crazy. Yeah, and then they fight all the vampires, and they're like beating them up with pool cues
Hell yeah.
and breaking chairs apart, and it was hella something.
I have a question.
We
Would
have
it
an answer.
be too embarrassing for me to go pee right now? I'll fill. And I'm not editing. I'm not cutting it. Y'all just gotta fill. I have to pee so bad.
All right, big guy.
E.
Wes, is your open toolbox still where it was last time?
Yep.
Right above the stairs.
Yep.
You have a Home Alone
Yeah.
contraption to murder somebody. Dude, how did those guys not die?
Oh, in Home Alone?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Dude, do you ever think about that scene where the nail goes into the guy's foot?
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm not. Damn. The girls are fighting out there.
yeah, they're not happy. Well, Buster's not happy. Miso's
Eating
having
it
a
up.
ball.
I'm so excited for this presentation Cameron has.
Oh shit.
For our, I guess it's not a visual bit. For our listeners, Cameron made a presentation and we don't know anything about it. He's finally doing his job since he's not editing anymore.
I thought about today. I was like, I gotta figure out a way to like I want to just keep using the editor bit, but it'll just never happen.
Yeah, I think there's a beauty in that.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
You know what, editor? Have a good day. He's not going to do it because he's not going to edit it.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. What socks has he got on today? What is that?
What
big guy,
socks do you have
are
on?
those?
Oh, these are Sasquatch riding Velociraptor.
Man, I could not have been less disappointed by your
Yeah,
answer.
so
That's
playing-
awesome.
This was the plot of Jurassic Park 37. I'm from the future.
Oh yeah.
I think these socks are cool. I don't believe in Sasquatch, but I don't care.
Why don't you believe in Sasquatch?
Because I think at best somebody saw like a monkey, but I don't think it's a dude. You know what I mean? If there was a dude out there, we'd get pictures.
Yeah, you think?
But we don't have pictures of velociraptors, so where did that lead us? Literal?
Listen, I agree. There's no such thing as Velociraptor.
So
Damn.
while you were gone, we were in the business of segueing into our main topic for today.
Oh, really? So me leaving was a good bet.
Oh, oh. Take it home, Cameron.
Give me the applause. Give me the applause. Okay.
You know, like Lady Gaga says, I live for the applause. Applause.
And really, she spoke for me in that moment. And you know what else spoke for me? I couldn't think of it. The Powerball. The people that do the Powerball, because they say you should gamble, and I agree.
Okay.
Does anyone
No.
that gambles say you should gamble? I feel like that.
No. Okay. The plot of my presentation is actually you should not gamble. And I have done an hour's worth of research to look up stuff about gambling because I have this sort of.
Wait, can I give some context real quick?
Sure.
I want to give some context to this. The last several years that Wes and I have gone to visit Cameron, every time it has been proposed that we go to across the border from the state that Cameron lives in to go to a casino.
Dude.
Anyway, tell us why we shouldn't gamble.
Okay. I will
Where did
preface
we
this
go?
by saying,
We could just go to Tunica.
dude, we don't even have to go that far. There's casinos within 45 minutes of my house.
All right.
Dude, day trip. You know what I mean? I enjoy gambling. However, gambling's not good. I am a believer of it's the kind of thing like if you walk in, you have X amount of money you're willing to spend, you have already lost that money. You are not there to try to win money. You know, like you're there for an experience. That's that, right? So, you know, disclaimer, I do enjoy gambling. I don't say people should gamble. Not seriously.
And, and this is a great way to pay off your debts as well.
Take out a second mortgage. Put it all.
Refinance that house.
Get it in crypto. actually.
Wait, no one that's gambling has a house already. Take your rent money, put it in the pot, and stir it up.
Okay. My real premise of my presentation is I am noticing a trend that everything is gambling now. Literally everything. It is all over the place. I called it the gamblification of everything. So it's tight. So the first thing that I wanted to do was understand, why do people gamble? We'll get into the where and the when and the how much later. But first, why do people gamble? If you want to take a couple cracks, I got 4 reasons. Let's see if y'all can hit them.
The
Dopamine.
rush when the rush you get when you get that payout.
So that's entertainment, because they like the feeling to get that rush or high because it makes them feel good. Yep, that's one.
They think they can make it big.
Absolutely, financial reasons to win money. Everybody enjoys thinking about what they would do if they made mega millions. All right? Everybody thinks about this. So absolutely making money. People love that idea. That's 2.
I guess it's kind of tied in with the second one, but just desperation. It's like I feel like if you're going to gambling with, excuse me, more than like I came in with $25 and that's all I'll spend. If you go in there without that mindset, you're usually there out of desperation.
Yeah. I'll call that my 4th reason, which is coping. Oftentimes people do it to forget their worries, or if they're in, like deep financial trouble, as like a way to desperately try to get out. So that desperation, absolutely. There is one more reason, a little bit more lighthearted than that.
Fun.
Social. People will do it socially.
That
like
makes sense.
their friends are going gambling and like, hey, you want to hit the casinos? We'll have a fun time. Sure. So those are the 4 big reasons that people go gambling. I'm sure there's other little ones, but they probably are like sub reasons that kind of go into that. But overall, people enjoy gambling to some degree, whether from like an addiction POV or like they just do it socially, entertaining, feel the rush, whatever. People like to gamble. Here's a question for y'all. Are the odds good when you gamble?
Yeah. It's even better when you put more money in.
You ever try the strategy? You bet $2, lose that. You bet 4 to make the 2 back, lose that. You bet 8 to make the 2 and the 4 back, lose that. You bet 16. You win that one. Now you've made all your money back. It's a foolproof strategy. Works every time.
I think I've only ever employed that strategy in GTA 5 horse racing gambling.
So obviously gambling has low odds always, unless you're betting on the thing that's likely to happen, but then your amount that you can win is so low. So typically people want to bet on the thing that is the lower odds because they get the bigger payout, right? Here is an interesting quote from an article that I read called "The Average Person Doesn't Understand Statistics." This quote says, "Statistics about a group do not apply to a subsection of that group unless it is randomly chosen, and even then, there's not a guarantee." So what that's getting at is, let's say you're a big fan of roulette, and you think, putting it on black or on red is pretty close to a 50-50, depending on if they've got 00 or 000 on the roulette table, but it's pretty close to a 50-50. So you and your friends go and you think like, oh, if we put it on black or we put it on red, half of us will win, half of us will lose. Absolutely does not work like that. Statistics do not support you and your buddies going in and having a half and half split. Chances are you're all going to go and you're all going to lose because there's one dude that randomly won earlier, I think this article, which talked about how people don't understand statistics, is absolutely 100% correct. Something that it pointed to was plane crashes. The odds of a commercial airplane crashing are approximately 0.0000001%. Or in other words, you have about a 1 in 816 million chance of being killed in a plane crash, right? So people are like terrified of planes, but your odds of crashing one are like super, super small. Similarly, winning the Powerball jackpot is about a 1 in about 300 million, which is 8 zeros and a 3%. But people think like, oh, I could win the Powerball. I'm going to be the one. So it's interesting to see plane crash. People are terrified of crashing into plane. They think that that's going to happen. Super unlikely. Powerball, they're like, I'm the one that's going to win. Again, super unlikely. People do not understand these huge, giant numbers. Can either of y'all tell me why you think that is?
I think a lot of it, I don't know if this necessarily answers your question, but I feel like a lot of it is because the plane crashes and the big wins are a lot more high profile. And especially in the case of the big wins, it's like you want your casino or whatever to be advertised in that light where it's like every other day you're seeing the Powerball winner, whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and like having it be a big news story because then that gives people like the oh man, that could be me.
Right, right.
um, like appealing to the common man. I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah, well, so
But
marketing definitely
It's
plays a
like
big part.
yeah, I think that also that whole like you kind of were saying, if it could happen to them, it could happen to me
Right.
mentality too,
Yeah, absolutely.
and that
Uh,
works for both a plane crash and for winning it. Winning it big.
yeah, absolutely. Something I think is extremely interesting is people will hear these numbers. They will hear like your chance of winning the Powerball is 1 in 300 million, but they hear the marketing stuff and they're like, oh, okay, that could be me. One reason why these numbers, like people hear it and their eyes just glaze over, is because human beings figure out everything by reference to something else. So trying to figure out the statistics of something that's 1 in 800 million, human beings never interact with 800 million of anything. You know, not that they can see anyway, right? And I think, you know, like if you told somebody you have a chance of 1 in 100, like they could realize, well, one day out of 100 days, 100's a whole lot. But for some reason, they hear that hundreds of millions, and then it just becomes so theoretical, so like nothing physical that it's like, okay, well, now it doesn't matter, and I'll take my shot in the dark. And they think their odds are better than they are.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like visualizing anything past like even 1,000 is like. So you're saying I have a chance. You hear the 1 in 2 billion.
Right,
You hear the 1 in 300 billion. Like
right.
I don't know.
And
There's a
it's,
chance, and that's the thing that matters.
yeah, it's really funny to think because, you know, if something were to happen to you once in a year, 1 out of 365, a whole long time. But make that number bigger, and then it becomes impossible to conflate it with anything else, so you can't think of it as that big. It's just like, oh well, it's improbable, but maybe I win it.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Exactly. And that's why everybody
So
at
put it
home
all on black.
buy Powerball tickets. Let me tell you why I was actually interested in this topic. I'm a big YouTube Shorts guy, right? I wish I weren't. Short form media is obviously trash. Please watch our shorts. Um, one of the
Our
things,
shorts are not trash.
they're so good. Mountains don't like baseball, but they do like your views on our shorts.
Mountains like likes.
uh, Something that came up in my feed once was this lady who would get lottery scratchers, and she would just live stream her scratching off the lottery tickets. And I normally I just kind of swipe past that sort of stuff, but YouTube's algorithm, like if they want you to see something, you're gonna see it. And so at some point, I like stopped on it, and I was just kind of sitting there watching her do the scratcher. And the games that they have you play on the little scratchers, you know, it's like you get really close to getting something, and it's kind of fun. And so I actually clicked into a YouTube Shorts stream, which I have never done before ever. And I sat there and watched her for like an hour and a half doing those scratchers, and it was kind of fun.
Yeah.
But I was thinking like, even this person who is scratching off these tickets every day. She does like $100 worth of tickets every single day, and I watch her make back like $20 by the end of the day. Even somebody doing this constantly never hits the win. So that got me thinking like, how is this affecting kind of everybody? I guess because tons and tons of people play these. Okay. So, what are some examples of the gamification of everything? Uh, if y'all could, name me some ways that you can gamble.
The little
Uh,
machines outside of Kroger that you put a quarter or two into, and then you turn them for the little ball, and then this little plastic ball that
Ooh.
rolls out, and then you bust it open, and you don't know what you get.
ooh. Okay.
What
Where I
kind of
was going.
stuff? Wait, hold on. I'm curious about this ball thing. I've
Yeah,
never
yeah,
seen
yeah.
this. What kind of stuff do you get in the balls?
Wait, it's like plastic tchotchkes and chattel, like a little spider ring, or a little like toy of a little action figure guy, a toy soldier.
Is there a chance that it's like something valuable, or is it just like
I mean,
That's
a
a card.
mystery gift?
it's like mystery gift. I mean, sometimes there'd be
Okay.
like you can also it's like they used to do it with those temporary tattoos too.
Yeah. Okay, I do know what
So
you're talking about.
there might be one in there you want, but you don't know if
Mm,
you're going to get
okay.
it or not.
This is just like Labubu's.
It's just like, and actually, it is just like Labubu's
Yeah.
because buying the Labubu mystery packs, trying to get Labubu Johnson worth $100,000,
Yeah.
that's a form of gambling. Uh,
Dude, do you guys remember like in Putt Putt or arcades where they had that little they had okay, it's like this metal surface and they had like the pusher. And
yes.
you would drop coins in and it would like get onto the pusher.
Yeah.
And like if it pushed any coins off into like the receptacle or whatever, you get those.
Yeah.
And then
And
you
it's
can
like
put
the
them right
idea
back
is that
in.
okay, mine's gonna go behind that one. It's gonna push it enough to where it's just the whole thing. And like there's like ones where it's like the whole coin is hanging off the edge. And you're
Yeah.
like, I can taste it.
uh,
Man,
I love those
I
things,
love those
actually.
things. They're great.
I've seen some clips where there's like ones of those where you can put in like 50 coins and it builds a tower and like it'll push your whole tower. And I think that is fascinating that you can like put in so much to essentially restock the machine, thinking that that's somehow going to make you win.
Yeah.
Oh,
Dude, I
yeah.
miss doing those little arcade games that are definitely gonna lose you money.
An
Yeah.
arcade is
Bring
just a
back Chuck E.
casino for
Cheese.
kids.
Yeah. Dude,
Teach them
that
how
I
to
hadn't even
gamble.
thought about that, but you're so right. Like Chuck E. Cheese taught me to love
And I was,
gambling.
and even then I was
Yeah.
thinking like even like skee ball, you're betting your tokens against your ability to get the ball in the 1,000.
Yeah,
So,
and like that's like a skill-based thing as well. Like not even just like a
uh
random, stupid, unlikely chance. And
dude,
it's I don't know.
I love that big fish and bass pro wheel thing wherever it's like the handle,
Yeah.
and then you slam the handle down, it spins that big old wheel.
See, I do like that one because it's mechanical. So it does make me feel like if I spin it well and I win, it is because of my skill. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't feel as random
Yeah,
to me
as the
as one of
claws.
the other forms of gambling.
Imagine instead of being like a day trader and doing that form of gambling, you're just like, yeah, my day job is I spin the Bass Pro Wheel.
Dude, that would be so sick. I mean, low key, you could make a job out of it. Like, do you think it would be profitable? You go to the main event, or you get you a
Yeah.
game card for $50, and you just hit the biggie wheel. Like, if you're yoinking jackpots left and right, take that to the
See,
prize counter, buy
okay.
a Switch, and sell it.
Yeah. So I've never actually played the Bass Pro Wheel, so I don't know exactly. Is it like the Wheel of Fortune kind of thing where there's like the pegs and you have to get the
Yeah, the
Nah.
little arrow thing.
Oh,
But
yeah.
it's
It's not, but it's
it's
not
yeah,
this way. It's this way.
Okay,
yeah.
yeah. I would think that they would have ways to like skew it, to where it's like
I mean,
Huh?
the
okay, so
same
like
thing.
normally the jackpot one doesn't have pegs on it.
Not possible.
Actually, they're
It's just
super
no
honest.
No, I mean, I'm not saying that, but I'm saying the jackpot is like it is a fraction of the
Yeah.
distance between the pegs. Like it is tiny.
Does it actually say like is it 500 or is it just like big prize and then it scales depending on how often people? Because a lot of jackpots are like that. It's like it doesn't. It just says jackpot. But if somebody just won the jackpot will be like 200 tickets.
Well, the thing that I'm
I
wondering
don't
about
know.
as well is like in my head that can make sense that you could be skilled at that and just like know the machine. But like even if you do something as far as like putting like a 5 pound weight on one part of the wheel, it'll make it so like that goes down faster and is slower coming around the top. So it's like
That's
you
interesting.
could you could effectively like skew it one way or the other to make it less likely for people to like get the jackpot,
Yeah.
which is already stupid unlikely. But obviously, if you play it enough, then you can learn it. But then, what if they have the gambit of they can just put the weights wherever they want? They can just mess with it however they
Yeah.
want. That's kind of what I was getting at about like being able to manipulate it.
Yeah. I do know. I mean, there's some regulation of like casino games that there's like a reasonable expectation of fairness, and obviously, like tons of casinos break that rule. They cheat and they get away with it. Whatever, right? Maybe they get caught and they have to pay the amount of money they make. I
Yeah.
I wonder like if there's any of that regulation for arcade kids at the Chuck E. Cheese. I don't
I
know.
think there is.
Yeah.
I mean, what's the biggest ticket item you get at a Chuck E. Cheese? It's like a giant stuffed animal. It's like you can sell that for
Yes.
$5 on
Well,
eBay.
there's
Like,
like now there's like RC cars,
Mhm.
but
okay,
Yeah.
it's all like stuff from like $40 and under on Amazon.
I
So
have
um,
seen some places will have like the Nintendo Switch, but it'll be like 14,000 tickets.
yeah,
oh, what was those things where it's like the grabby hands, but instead it's like you're putting a key in a hole or whatever, and it
Keymaster,
has like Keymaster. Dude,
dude.
those I'm like I can do it. I can do it. I know I can, even though it's like statistically impossible to get it in the hole.
Keymaster, Keymaster is a
my
game.
bad.
It is absolutely a skill-based game, and you can be the goat of Keymaster and win a ton of prizes. I've seen,
Or-
and you know, you never know how real the videos you see on YouTube are. But like, I've seen videos of people go to Chuck E. Cheese or David, and they're like, "All right, today we're gonna win all this whatever games." And they'll go and hit the Keymaster, and they'll hit it like 2 or 3 times, and then the guys, like the manager, will come out and be like, "All right, y'all can't play Keymaster." So he's like, "Okay, well I'll go hit the Wheel of Fortune or hit."
yeah,
So there are people that like, at the very least, they win enough that they can make content out of it. I don't know how
that's
profitable it
crazy.
is, like as a venture.
Well, because surely they get blacklisted almost immediately.
Yeah, I feel like a smart Chuck E. Cheese, a Charles Cheese even,
Mm.
would see that as an opportunity to like collaborate with a guy and be like, "Hey, you know, we'll liken your odds on this game if you make good content about us and make it
Or
seem like
yeah,
people
like
can."
free
Yeah,
tokens.
Yeah, well, because they do that kind of stuff at casinos. Whenever people are like, when they spend enough money with a casino, either like lodging or food or like they're bringing all their friends in, like that kind of stuff. If the casinos are profiting off of them, and then they lose a bunch of money, a lot of casinos will comp the money that they lose so that they will come back or like keep playing or whatever. Which is not a reason for somebody to go and drop 10K at a casino because you're not going to get comped. Uh, but it is a thing that casinos will do occasionally, but like for big clients, I guess.
yeah. I mean, even like thinking smaller form back to Charles, like, like if you lose like a Switch every other day to this guy, but because of his content, you're bringing in, I don't know, like 100 more people a day.
Yeah,
Like that more than pays for itself.
for sure, for sure.
Especially when they're like, this guy can win it, so that means I can too. Because like, I don't know, just showing that it's possible makes people that much more willing to spend a ton of money on it.
Right.
And it's
Spend
like
$3,000 on a Switch that they could get for $200.
if you watch like a sport like golf or something on TV, and you're like, dang, dude, it looks so easy. I'm gonna go play golf, and then you actually get out there and you go to do it, and you fucking suck.
I don't
But
know.
the
We
thing
were cranking
is,
at Top Golf.
That
Yo,
But-
No, James was crazy.
you were right there behind him. To be clear,
James
these are
was-
people that like. Well, I guess James had never really. Well, no, he had. I guess both of y'all had
I don't
like
know.
golf before, kind of.
Sorry, Wes. I've completely derailed you.
I don't care.
Oh well.
I mean, it's
I'm sorry.
yeah. James has played golf. James and I used to go to putt putt and just spend $25 for that big bucket of golf balls and
Yeah.
just knock the hell out of these balls. So,
Yeah, I wish that I was even close to as good as James was.
It was a good time.
You know what, and I also had a great time at Top Golf, being mediocre at best. But that's not what it's about. It's about
It's about hanging out, vibing with the boys, trying to hit the golf cart, and hitting the golf cart.
the first time I ever went, the waiter was like, "Oh, and by the way, don't try to hit the golf cart. Leave the golf cart guy alone." And I was like, "Dude."
Oh, my bad. I shot it at him on accident.
Yeah,
Like,
he's padded. Was it
he's toast.
was
It
it
was
Caleb? Yeah, that just the guy was driving head on straight in the middle of the.
Yeah.
Ugh. Um.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah. Okay. Top Golf is awesome. Off
Yeah.
topic.
I wish there was a way to gamble on it. Wait, okay, so isn't it a thing now where okay, so the roulette table, there's the zeros, and if you hit zero, no one gets anything, right?
You can bet on zero.
Oh, that's right. Okay,
But the thing is, so there's in typical roulette, there's a 0 and a double 0. If you bet on 0, you don't hit a double 0, vice versa.
Yeah.
And you can't bet on both, I don't think. Nowadays, they're starting to include the triple 0. And what people
Why?
don't realize is that lessens their odds so significantly.
That's insane.
Yeah, the 0 double 0 is what makes roulette not a 50-50. And every one of those extra ones that they add make betting on black or betting on red way worse over time.
Printing money at these casinos. Let's steal more money.
Speaking of casinos, that is the first of the things that I put on my list that were examples of ways you can gamble. Casinos, obviously, it's the most clear source of gambling. You can bet on cards, dice, slots. I put old slots and new slots. The reason why I put that is that old slots were like more mechanical and it kind of felt like a random chance machine. Like either you hit 777 or you hit nothing. Newer slots, though, are crazy because they are basically video games and they're programmed, which to me makes it scarier because I don't know how random it actually is.
Yeah, they could just have it set to 0 for 6 hours.
Right. Yeah.
And like as soon as the government comes in or whoever, John comes in, they're like, yeah, let's turn the chance back on again. And then as soon as he leaves the door, back to 0.
Yeah.
it's like Stardew Valley where you can only catch certain fish during this time of day when it's raining.
It's exactly like
fishing.
that. And if you didn't check
Those damn seasonal fish.
check the luck channel, and if you got bats, don't go to the casino.
Do not. Dude, I bet a lot in Stardew Valley.
Well, I mean, it's like such an easy way to make money, especially because you go to the.
It's just like real life.
It is just like real life. Before I go further into Stardew, let me just back up and continue with gambling.
Oh,
yeah, obviously, the new slots are scarier to me, because I don't like the idea that my gambling is based off of a program someone has written. Because it would be so easy to write a program that's like, make it close, but then don't give it to them.
Yeah. It's like a CSGO pack. You see
Yeah.
the knife come by, and
Right.
then it gets anything else.
Yeah.
It's like prove that it's in there, but make it impossible.
Yeah. Have either of y'all ever hit a big CSGO skin?
No, I think I've opened like 2 packs. Because I
think,
saw you
like,
had to buy the keys and buy the packs.
Yeah, I think I had one worth like $20.
Yeah, I felt like
actually
you had
remember
hit
you
something.
getting that.
Yeah, I always
I mean,
wanted
I
to
know.
understand those, but I didn't till way later in my life. So far past it.
I feel like a fundamental part of that is you actually have to like the game as well. Because otherwise it's like, what's the point?
I played CS:GO like online once.
Hell yeah. I
Yeah,
I
me,
played the what was it, like the free for all gun, not gun game, but it's just free
deathmatch.
for all, I think. Yeah, deathmatch. That's the one. I played that for a bit. I think I played like one comp game and was like, I'm not here for a 50-minute game.
Wes, do you
That's
remember
not
that
it.
time that you and I spent forever learning how to surf?
Oh yeah.
Dude, surfing's hard. How do you do that?
It took me so long to figure out strafe against the triangle.
Yeah.
That is
Word.
literally the key.
Yeah, A or D
Changed
are
my
the
life.
keys.
Yeah.
And your
Uh,
mouse.
CS:GO, another form of gambling. Gotcha mechanics. I didn't actually put gotcha mechanics on my.
But that's what they are.
Yeah, I didn't put that on my list, but absolutely, such a huge thing right now. Some of the biggest games that exist are all the games that have roll for some skin. Oh, I got 5-star Jinkus. Oh boy, let me use that in my next raid, and it's worth whatever amount of money.
Yeah.
Neither of y'all play gotcha games, do you?
Hell no. I know people who play gotcha games.
Yeah, I know
We
one.
all do.
And yeah, they're like the Untouchables. Like it's
You at
don't
home
play gotcha games.
don't play gotcha
Stop.
games. If you
Yeah.
Don't get
is there a
It's
way to
not
play a
fun.
gotcha game without getting got?
I mean,
no.
I feel like it depends on the game, but like the problem is in so many different games they make it to where like in order to like progress to a certain point or like if you want like okay, I feel like most people that play games, part of them wants to become good at the thing they're playing. Like I
Sure.
don't think anyone just wants to like casually just like suck forever. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, but uh like even like Destiny
Mhm.
will be out here making it so it's like, oh well, to be 407 power, you need to spend $30 at the Eververse store to get the power pump package.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Gambling with Destiny starts with buying the season pass every season because it's a gamble on if you're going to have fun or not.
Yeah.
And the
Hey, I've
odds are
done that.
not in your favor.
I can't speak on that. I bought the League, the Valorant pass a couple times, and did not make my way through that.
Lightning fast side tangent. Last night I dreamt about the podcast, and in my dream, when I was talking about gambling, I brought up League skins, like the My Shop kind of
Mhm.
thing. And
Yeah.
as an example, I pulled up League and was streaming it on the podcast screen. And then I just
Hell yeah.
queued for a game and played a game for 30 minutes. And, like we looked at the time that we had been recording. It was 37 minutes. And
Yeah.
Wes pulled up his phone, which had a timer on it, and he was like, "Okay, the last 30 minutes are unusable. We have 7 minutes of podcast." And I was like, "Oh
That's
well,
awesome.
what do I do?" And like I was still like playing. And Glenn, you were like, "Here's a word of advice: quit."
Man, you have some realistic dreams.
Get a whole sitcom episode in your head.
That's
So
awesome.
when I woke up this morning, I told myself I would not play League on the podcast. Okay. I gotta get through some more of this stuff a little quickly. So let me speed run. Casinos are brick and mortar locations, right? A lot of gambling nowadays is not. For example, there's online gambling, not available in many states. It's only legal in a few states, but the states in which it is legal, it is super popular. Especially you get these streamers that I won't name because I don't know them that well. We hang out a little bit in person, but not like that much. You get these streamers, especially on like Kick, that just do gambling streams. They drop millions. They have deals with the places that they do the gambling with, so like they gamble with fake money or simulated money or whatever. Uh, crazy stuff that is real. But all of it just pushes people to go gamble more online. You like gambling online, gambling in person is more social, pushes them to casinos. It's a through line.
Brief side sentence. I fucking hate Kick.
I actually
If
don't
you
know
stream
anything
on
about it.
Kick, I have a bone to pick with you. That just makes you a worse person.
I don't know enough about Kick, but I respect you. So I blindly agree. Point me in a
Continue.
direction and I'll take my gun there. Another form of betting, sports. Classically, you would think of things like, the horse derbies or like dog racing, like stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
But obviously, like you can gamble on football, soccer, basketball. It's not like, oh, do they
You can
win?
gamble on.
Yeah,
Yeah, on how many points somebody gets, how many fouls somebody makes.
right. There was one.
Yeah, so dude, you can make your own parlays on these betting apps,
Yeah,
and you can have like a 19-leg parlay for everybody on the team to do something.
dude. And when the fortress hits, like you stand to make so much.
Wait, on the same topic, did y'all see the stuff about the WNBA? People were throwing like dildos and stuff onto the court.
That's at the end of my presentation. Let me get there first.
Okay, I'll save it then.
Okay, all right. Sports betting. Obviously, like you can do that in person. You can do that at the actual games, or you can do it online, which means you don't even have to be a fan of a sport. You could just put on bets. Ultimate Frisbee John is going to score 10 Frisbees today.
Jonathan Frisbee?
Damn, I didn't mean to do that. That's my bad. Shout out Peak. Fun game. Good developers. Food. Why did I write food? Oh, eating challenges, where a meal is free if you finish the eating challenge. But if you don't, it's giga expensive. $45 hamburger, but it's too big to eat. That's kind of a little example, but this is about the gamification of everything, right? So you go to a restaurant, there's a way to gamble, especially if you go to a restaurant like in, where were we when we were on the way to St. Louis? And there was just slots in the gas station. You remember that?
Oh, yeah, I remember that. I wanted to mention that, but I didn't have a good segue. I don't know where we were though. Dude, we were in the middle of nowhere.
And there was just, no hate or anything, but there was some old people sitting at the slots.
There wasn't an open slot machine.
They don't day trade; they day slot.
Yeah, because it seemed like a little microcosm of a place where
it
was like a food bar and slots and like a little dining area and then a little bit of convenience store and gas. And you could tell there were people that went there because that was the place to hang out in the town.
Yeah, crazy. And that's probably like you probably get half your food from the gas station.
And people say there's no third places. Go to the gas station.
Local wagers. American TV constantly depicts people making wagers over little things. Great example of this, if anybody's watched How I Met Your Mother, you'll see the character Barney bets on everything. There's a whole episode about like how he gets into it. I've never seen the show, but I know about that, right? American TV is riddled with people gambling and like taking bets on little stuff, and it made it kind of a culturally accepted thing that people will bet on anything. And in fact, not intentionally, but me and my family, we've been playing Wii Sports recently. Every now and then, my little brother will get into like a 7-10 split, and I'll tell him, if you make the 7-10 split, you get $100. And like I'm not, it's like I wasn't even thinking about it and I stand to gain nothing. But that's like a big cultural thing. I don't know if that exists in other places as much, but it's definitely big in America.
You're kind of making this out to sound like you're the problem.
Tell me why I wrote this sentence. Whether the chicken or the egg came first, the chicken is here now, and people love to bet on everything.
Is that a quote? Did you just off the cuff?
Why did I write that?
Hey, I
don't know what that means.
You had to have some type of connecting thought when you were writing.
I must have.
Were you dreaming when you were writing this?
I was at work.
Hey, cue up for late. What's wrong with you?
Okay, the last thing, Polymarket, which is a particular online gambling website. I wanted to bring that one up specifically because of the nature of the things that people bet on. At the time that I was writing this, I didn't realize it's actually not available in the U.S. anymore. I think it was removed. Yeah, it was kicked out of the U.S. in 2022, but supposedly they're working to try to bring it back. But what is Polymarket? Polymarket is a prediction market, which is careful wording to make it sound like it's not gambling. Prediction markets are places where people take guesses about future outcomes of political, economic, or other current events.
Oh.
In older times, they were used largely for elections, but now prediction markets are used to make wagers on essentially anything. This is the platform on which people were betting what color dildo would be thrown on the court of the WNBA games, which is just terrible. Just terrible. But that's the platform where people were doing that.
That is terrible. I see no reason not to bet on purple and then be the guy that throws a purple.
That's what they're saying. Like, is that cool?
For the first person that thought of it, but then after
Well,
that, probably not.
it's only
Like this
legal if
guy
they
wins
can.
a lot.
If it's only illegal if they can prove you did it. So, just don't get caught.
Wait, are we talking about throwing the dildos or are we talking about betting on it?
I guess probably both, right? Like
Yeah.
if
Yeah,
you
that's
get
right.
caught
Like,
at either end.
Yeah.
I was
Polymarket,
thinking,
like we're scummy, but we're not that scummy.
surely the amount of security at the WNBA game to find dildos was insane. Like that had to have been increased, right?
Probably. I mean, also from the tiny little bit I've heard, the WNBA is like way bigger now than it used to be.
Yeah.
Like kind of equivalent on views to the NBA. So potentially they have as much security.
Yeah.
I
I
couldn't
don't know the
imagine
numbers
start.
on that, but either way, I mean that sucks from, the player's perspective that like your platform is
Oh
being
yeah,
used in that way.
yeah. I mean, it's obviously an attack on women, and
Yeah.
it's bad. Just being a bad sport in general, like ruining the competition. Like everyone's there to have a good time and have a friendly competition,
Yeah.
and I don't know. That sucks.
Yeah. Um so essentially Polymarket, this platform is used to gamble on everything, which is kind of like the coup de grace of my presentation, which is that everything is gambleable, even if you aren't there, don't know the thing, aren't involved, doesn't matter. You can literally gamble on everything. Um,
So
so
go to Polymarket to place bets on what our topic for next week will be.
before you do, let me tell you some very important statistics about how much money people have lost gambling as sort of my wrap up that you should not gamble. And I got to go through these pretty quick, so we're running. Problem gamblers in the state of California gamble $46,000 per year. And by gamble, what they mean is lose. Like they gamble that much money, they lose that much money. It's a problem.
We're talking per person as well, right?
Yeah, well, and that's on average. So that's going to mean some people gamble a couple thousand, some people gamble hundreds of thousands. You know, uh, 20 million Americans have gambling problems or are at risk of gambling addiction. And America is not even the greatest as far as gambling problems go. Latvia is the world's biggest gambling country at 6% of their population having gambling problems, like addiction.
Hey, that makes sense. They're living right next to Russia. Like they got to get out of there. So they
Dude,
got to make money
their
to
whole
get out.
existence is a gamble.
Yeah, like I don't know about Latvia specifically, but like Estonia has like one of the smallest GDPs. And
Yeah.
so they're like right next to each other. So I feel like that's right. Anyway, continue.
China has the most gambling addicts by volume, which makes sense. Obviously, the population is massive. Australia, Canada, Norway, and others are all extremely high in gambling addiction. America's up there, but there are tons of countries all over the world in which this is a huge problem for their country and their people. As far as how much money Americans have lost gambling, this is one of those like it's a big number thing, but really try to put it in perspective. The revenue gained by the gambling industry from Americans is 264 billion, which that does include profit from food, lodging, tickets for shows in Vegas, like that kind of thing. But all of that stuff is a much smaller portion compared to the amount that people just raw lose by gambling. So, what's the takeaway, right? 75%. 75% of problem gamblers play slots. So if you don't want to be a problem gambler, don't play slots. Hit the tables, baby. Blackjack is skill-based. You go with basic strategy and count cards, you have an edge on the house, okay? Play the poker games, max bet every hand, okay? These are all jokes. You absolutely should not gamble. The house will always win. If you gamble, do it only for fun and understand that you will lose money. So doing it as like a social thing or like an experience, that's fine. Please don't bet your paycheck trying to get ahead on your business.
Or do, and then just post yourself in a GoFundMe or something.
Gambling affects young people the most. So it is really important to teach statistics and probability to use. I would love to actually unpack education more, but we'll have to do that in another episode as we already over time. So my final wrap-up thought, and then we can maybe have a little discussion. I wrote a spoken word poem about gambling.
That was a shitty poem.
So, the key to make money is not in the den of sin. Warren Buffett did not get his portfolio from a casino, no. A savvy investment is the best bet to get your wallet heavy set. My best guess, if you want to have less, go to Vegas.
Damn, that was pretty fucking cold, dude. Good job.
Warren Buffett's a fucking loser. I just want to say that.
Ice in my veins. So, that's it. That's all I've got. I enjoy gambling, but you should absolutely not do it because you will lose money.
That was sick. Gamification of everything goes along with the grand theme of the inshitification of everything. Love to see. I think the younger people having gambling be more popular with them is largely due to the fact that we're not going to have houses. like
Yeah.
Just cost of living has gone up so high, so it's like you turn to what you think you might make it big on, and don't do that. If you're working at a Taco Bell, probably not. probably not
See-
the way you're gonna make it out.
No, if you're working at Taco Bell, gamble your whole life existence. You quit your job, take all of your money to the casino right now, today. Do it today. And then you'll make it big. There's no clocks in a casino, and they pump in fresh oxygen to keep you awake, so you gamble.
That's true.
Yeah, that's true.
That's so sick.
Crazy. Bro, in the middle of Nevada as well. Come on.
And they don't even have oxygen to spare. That's a desert.
Dude, there's some real Vault Tech shit going on in there.
I would love to
Gamble right now.
You're right. Goodbye. I would actually love to talk about how Gen Z sees money in particular, but the only way that ties into gambling right now is that young people are extra affected by gambling addiction, probably because they're stupid.
Yeah.
No formed prefrontal cortex.
Before we wrap it up, is there any final note that y'all have on the gambling topic? I know I talked the whole time.
I didn't hear anything you just said.
And you don't even need to.
I'm just doing it.
I was saying if you had any final thoughts on the gambling.
No, I mean, it was a good presentation. Obviously, don't gamble. At least, gamble safely. And, I don't know. Don't expect anything out of it.
Except to win big.
True.
That's what we always say.
All right.
Nope, yep.
Well, then we'll go ahead and put a wrap on this one. Thanks for listening to this episode of Mountains Don't Like Baseball.
Yeah, baby. Follow us on all socials, or else I will not bomb your house because that's against TOS.
And have a good rest of your Tuesday. If you listen to this all the way through.
Because this is a Tuesday that this is coming out.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.